Well, we want to wish everyone a Chag Sameach, and we want to welcome you to Simchat Torah services on this lovely Sunday evening. We're so glad to have our klezmer band here. Hey, guys, and as everyone's still coming on in here, we're going to spend some time tonight singing. We're going to spend some time dancing. We're going to spend some time celebrating Torah, and then we're going to open up the entire Torah and look at its beauty together. But first, we're going to keep on singing a little bit more as we sing together, Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad, how good it is that we are together. Oh, hi. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Am I cranking up Gail over the page 2? Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Well, some of you might know that this is actually Rabbi Lynette's favorite holiday.
It is.
Because she loves ending things and starting things again. Rabbi Lynette, what is your favorite series of books to read? Do you have a favorite series?
Ooh, that's such a good question. Growing up, I definitely loved the Harry Potter books.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Percy Jackson is great.
Ooh,
Hunger
yes.
Games are great.
So
lots of great ones.
Thank you for answering that question, because what I was going to say is Simchat Torah is just like finishing the very last book in your favorite series and then starting it all the way back over again because you don't want to say goodbye and because you feel like maybe there's still a little bit more to learn. No matter how many times we read the same Torah portions over and over and over again, they always offer us a fresh and interesting idea. And that's what we celebrate tonight, the idea of ending something and then right away beginning it again so we can learn a little bit more. And I think that's why it's Rabbi Lynette's very favorite holiday, that and the dancing.
Yeah, the dancing's also great.
The dancing is really terrific. So we're gonna invite Mrs. Rose to light our candles because that's what she does best. That and singing. All right. So come on up, Mrs. Rose. You can see Angelo's playing piano by candlelight. That is real nice.
This is Liberace.
What's it? Yeah, Liberace. Nice. All right. And we'll join together. We're going to say Shel Yom Tov because we're starting this holiday of Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Yom Tov.
We're going to continue in our service together with the Baruch Hu, the call to prayer. So we'll rise as one joyful community that we are here all together. And we'll ask if we are awake and prepared for the joy and celebration of Simchat Torah.
And ready for the hand motion.
Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Lie, lie.
Yalla, lie, lie, lie.
Louder.
Yalla, lie, lie, lie. Shalom. Yalla, lie, lie, lie. Yalla, lie, lie. I like that mask. Good one. Lie, lie. Yalla, lie, lie, lie. Yalla, lie, lie, lie. Bobby.
Baruch hu Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed Le'olam Va'ed.
Let's hear it.
Yalla lie lie lie, 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 yalla lie lie, yalla lie lie lie.
Oh, again.
We're back. Yalla lie lie lie, 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 yalla lie lie lie.
We're going to remain standing for this, first the Shema and then the Ve'ahavta. And these are two special prayers that we may be familiar because we say them for every service, but they also have their origins in the Torah. So we are going to see them in the Torah in just a little bit, but for now, in our kind of prayer space, we'll just pray Shema and Ve'ahavta, our declaration of oneness and of love. So let's all join together.
Okay, kids, hands up.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevo Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated.
V'ahavta
Et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'leftecha v'derech u'v'shakpecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'od ayadecha v'chayu l'totecho b'neinecha u'chtavtam Amuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kadoshim lelohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeiti echem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lehiot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
We're going to now continue with standing prayers, our Amidah prayers, beginning with Adonai Sifatai. And you see some of you already know. If you're able to, please rise.
Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufiaki. Ufiaki Tahilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufiaki. Ufiaki Tahilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Adonai. Sfatai Tiftach. Ufiaki Tahilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tiftach. Na 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 Ufiaki. Ufiaki Tahilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanara El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Hasdei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'Nehem Lama'an Shemo Ba'ahava Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKohatarav Lehoshia, Mechakel Hayim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somek Noflim Verofeh Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayeh Emunato Lishenei Afar, Bichamocha Bal Givurot, Umidom Elok, Melech Meimid, Umekayeh, Umatzmiat Yeshua, Ne'emana Talachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol, Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kedoshim b'Kol Yom, Yahalu L'Selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen. You may be seated. And in just a moment, I can't tell if this is on or not. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me? No? I'll talk louder. How about now? Yes. Let's see. Can you hear? Nate, you got it. All right. Well, Nate's figuring that out. Oh, there. That feels louder. Thank you. What we're going to do is, in a few moments, we're going to start the Torah service. And that's very exciting. We're going to have our klezmer band come back. And we're going to begin by singing Shema Yisrael, and then we're going to do what are called 7 hakafot. And a hakafa is basically a Torah parade. We have 3 Torah scrolls, so if anybody would like to carry one or more of them for the 7, as Rabbi Apothecary used to say, the 7 circumambulations around the congregation, so the 7 circles around the congregation. Then we're going to open up one of our Torahs all the way so we can see the whole thing. And we're going to need everybody's help. What we're going to do is we're going to open up the Torah on these chairs that are along the front here. So when we get up, if you have stuff that's on the chair, if you wouldn't mind, please putting it on the ground or on a chair that's not in this front circle, because the Torah scroll is going to rest on that, and then we're all going to kind of hold it behind the Torah scroll together. Will it work? Only one way to find out. Yes, Mrs. Rose.
And also we need your help, that if you are able, please dance with us. And what I mean by dancing is you can walk around, you can twirl around, you can do some steps. I'm going to be doing some certain steps. You can do those or just walk, but please join us if you're able.
Terrific. All right. So do we have 3 volunteers to help us carry the Torahs first? Okay, so we got Matthew. All right, so and Brandon and Marvin. Okay, that's a very man-filled crew. So maybe we'll switch to all women for the second time around then, or whatever. We'll figure that out. Okay, so why don't we do this? If everyone could please rise, we're going to join together in singing Shema as we get the Torah scrolls from the Ark. Rabbi, where are you? Hi, there you are, already going over there. All right. And then we have a lot of beautiful music thanks to the klezmer band. I'm going to stick this here for the moment. Thank you, Shelf. Oh, that sorry. Okay. All right.
Wait, we got to do the Shema first.
So if everyone could please face this direction for just a moment as we take the Torahs from the Ark. Yes. Thank you. All right. So let's join together in singing Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. So if everyone will just join us, we'll be in the middle here, and we'll walk around and dance around in a circle. Yep, you can go right through that way.
And our first song is Hava Nagila.
Yeah, right this way, Matthew. There you go, bud. All right, thanks, guys. come on over. Come on, right. Yeah, let's go around one more time and we'll hand it off. Yeah. You wanna find someone to hand it off to? We're gonna keep on dancing. We got 2 more to go, or 2 more circumambulations.
Let's pass those Torahs. Would anyone else like to hold a Torah?
I can take that and hand that off. Thank you. One of you guys want to? All right. Thank you. Oh, got it? All right. I'm Israel. Oh, Davino. Hi. Oh, Davino. Hi. Oh, Davino. Hey. How's it going? I know. Yes. Thank you. Hi. Simchat Torah break. Well, fun. Nice. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. Hi. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. Hi. Yeah. I'm Israel. I'm Israel. Yeah, Jack. Oh, Davino. Good job, bud. Oh, Davino. Hi. Oh, Davino. Oh, Davino. Oh, Davino. Hi. And Lo Yisagoy. And we're going to do one more time around with the Torahs, and then 2 of them we'll put away, and we're going to start unrolling the other one. Yes. All right. So why don't we just pause for 1 second? We'll go back to Hava Nagila. And Rabbi, do you want to start putting that Torah scroll away? We're going to start opening up the one that David's holding over here. So if we could have everyone kind of stand behind this, behind the circle of chairs, we're going to pass the Torah around and kind of open it up that way. Thank you. Right, you're in the exact right spot. That is perfect. All right.
One more tequila? Is that what he said?
Sure. Yeah. If you're reading, you can be in the center here. Although we'll have a gap to get in and out. Can I grab this? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna pull the cover off here. Oh, that's on backwards. All right. Okay. Let me grab this from you. Okay. All right. So. All right. Let's see here. Where should we start? Come on, there, Anna. One of you guys started this going this way. You just hang on to it and kind of walk with it move really carefully that way. We're going to start with this one over here. Yes. You guys can kind of rest it down a little bit. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Why I'm wearing a jacket, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Maybe one more hop in Nagila? We're still unrolling here. Sure.
If you are a Hebrew Torah reader, please come into the circle. Hey guys, can we pause? Can we pause here just 1 second? Oh, am I unmuted?
Almost to the beginning of
Almost.
over here. This is a good ab workout. Arm workout. Perfect. Thank you, Brandon. We can pull, yeah, you want to hold it right, oh, let's see here. Let's move this chair, there we go. You can put it down on the thing if you want there, if there's a spot. Here, this chair. No, I don't want, there you go. There you go. Perfect. All right. Okay. You guys getting tired over here? Okay. We're right at the very end, you made it. Marvin, any chance you would hold this over here? I'm not holding that eights. Thanks, everyone. Beautifully done. And if you're not holding the Torah and you'd like to come in the middle here, you can. There's a gap over here. There's a Gino door. The door. Can I move this chair right next to you here so people can get in and out? All right. So if you want to come over here, you can enter the circle near Gino over here. Open the gates of righteous Gino. So we are going to, that's good, that was Angela's joke, I just made it louder.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to read from the end of the book of Genesis all the way around to, from Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and then the beginning of Genesis over again. We're only going to read a sentence or two, a verse or two from each Torah portion. And so why do we do that?
That sounds great. And I think it's amazing that we've done a lot of circles, a lot of circling, where the whole Torah scroll is in a circle. It can be in any other shape, but we think about how, like we mentioned, there's ends and beginnings, and there's really no end to Torah learning. We're going to end it and then begin it. And something else that I love about a circle is that everyone in a circle has an equal place in it. There's no one behind or in front. Everyone kind of has equal access to the Torah. And that's also something that I think is really beautiful, that Torah learning is open to all of us, and it's something that evolves and changes throughout our life.
Amen to that. So why don't we start over here? This is the book of Bereshit over here. It starts right, and this here, it says in the beginning, we're gonna skip that for now. And we have, which one do you have there, Marley? You have the end of Numbers. Okay, we got.
Do we have a Noah reader? A reader for Noah? Does someone have
again?
Noah?
Yeah, that's the last thing we're gonna read.
We have Noah over here. All right, so first, we have the whole Adam and Eve story that's happening right in here. And then we have the story of Noah and the ark. So would you like to read that? Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that is beautiful. That's the Noah story. So we go from Noah and then into Abraham and Sarah and Isaac and Rebecca. And I believe that's where you guys are reading from over here, right? All right, would you like a yad? Say that again. Perfect.
עוד שמך כי אם ישראל, כי שרית עם אלוהים ועם אנושים ותוכל.
Beautiful.
Said the other, "What is your name?" He replied, "Jacob." Said he, "Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have striven with beings divine and human and prevailed."
Beautiful. We have the renaming of our people from Jacob to Israel. This is why we are Israelites and not Jacobites. All right, and we finish out the book of Genesis over here. Does someone have a thing that says the end? That's going to be the last one we read. Does somebody have a thing that says the end of the book of Bereshit, or the book of Genesis? All right, Meredith, why don't you read that?
The end of Genesis. Joseph died at the age of 110 years, and he was embalmed and placed in a coffin in Egypt.
Beautiful, thank you. And you can see here, by the way, you can always tell when it's the end of a book and the beginning of another one, because there's a gap that's about 3 inches or so between those sections. And that's just a way to kind of tell where you are in the Torah scroll. Because as you can see with it open here, there are no vowels, there are no chapter numbers or verse numbers, there's no transliteration. This is just a text in its original form. So then we get into the book of Exodus. You want to talk about Exodus, Rabbi?
Absolutely. So we have left kind of the family drama of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and Joseph. We have the whole family and their descendants have moved to Exodus. And if you remember from Passover, things are not so good for the next couple hundred years. We are enslaved by a Pharaoh who did not know Joseph. But thanks to 2 brave midwives, Shifra and Pua, thanks to Miriam, and thanks to Yocheved, we have our baby Moses, who is saved from death and who is able to eventually help free us. So we have, I believe, a reader, the beginning of Shemot, the beginning of Exodus. Jonathan.
These are the names of the children of Israel who came to Egypt with Jacob, each coming with his household.
Beautiful, thank you. Right here in the middle, by the way, we have this beautiful poem called Shirat Hayam, and if you have a chance to take a look at it, the way that it's actually written here reminds me of the shores of the sea and the Israelites crossing, even with the physical manuscript itself. And this is one of the sections of poetry in the Torah that is chanted differently than the rest. You'll notice it's got a different sound to it. So here's just a little bit of it. And listen for it's the verses that have God's name in it are the ones that are chanted differently. So see if you can hear the difference. Az yashir Moshe u'vnei Yisrael et hashira hazot l'Adonai v'yomru lemor ahashira l'Adonai ki goga sus v'rochvo rama v'yam ozi v'zimrat ya v'hili lishua ze'eli v'anvehu Elohei aviv v'romamenhu Adonai ish milchama Adonai shemo. So that is a little bit of the Song of the Sea. It ends here by calling God a man of war, which is problematic in a number of ways. We can kind of figure that out together as we study down the road a little bit. Rabbi, you want to take it over for the rest of Exodus?
Absolutely. So after this parting of the sea of reeds, this beautiful song, we also have Moses' sister, the prophet Miriam, gathering her timbrels, her instruments of freedom that she knew to take along with the other women when they were escaping Egypt. And they danced together. And I'm going to hand it off to Amanda to chant this right after the song of the sea.
Vatikach Miriam Hanviah Achot Aharon Et Hatov Beyada Vatetzena Kol Hanashim Aharecha Bitupim Uvim Cholot Va'atan Lachem Miriam Shiru Ladonai Kika Oga'a Sus verochvo Ramavayam.
Yasher koach.
Yasher koach.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
And
Amanda.
I saw Miriam back there dancing with her timbrels. So she was dancing to your
Very
music
fitting.
there.
So once the Israelites have escaped Egypt, we had all of the 10 plagues and all of that good stuff. Right here, if you can see it, the text again looks a little different, and that's because we have the 10 Commandments right here, which is the very first recitation of the 10 Commandments up on Mount Sinai. Yes, very exciting. A little bit long to chant here, but you can see all of the lows, the thou shalt nots are separated, so they're easy to pick out. And then we have kind of the end of Exodus takes a bit of a pause in the narrative where we start to get some more laws and the kind of society that the Israelites should be building, and they're also acclimating to being in the wilderness, which they were definitely not used to. What they would eventually realize would be 40 years. We have the sin of the golden calf and some other good stuff until we reach the end of Exodus. Is that you, Mike?
Over the tabernacle, a cloud of the eternal rested by day, and fire would appear in it by night, in view of the house of Israel throughout their journeys.
That is great. Oh, do we miss me, Kates? We'll go back. So now you can see there's another gap here, and we're getting to book number 3. It's the, what's it called when there's a third one in the movie, the trilogy. This is the third of the trilogy. It takes a very different turn than the other 2 books. This book of Leviticus is regarded as the holiness code, and there's a lot in there about the sacrificial system that kind of define the Israelites and the leadership of the Israelites. But there's not a lot of narrative action in here. We have a lot of laws about kind of putting your money where your mouth is, essentially. That's what the sacrificial system was about. You can really find meaning once you invest yourself in your communications with God. So you can see we have Leviticus. Leviticus goes all the way over here. And next up, we're getting to the book of Numbers. Sorry. We have the beginning and ending of Leviticus. Okay. You have the beginning? Right. No, sorry. We're doing Leviticus over here.
That's right, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Wait, hold on one second, Randy. All right. Oh, that's low batteries. Okay, hold on. And then can I get one other microphone? All right. Here we go. All right. Perfect. Oh, that's great. All right.
God called Moses and spoke to him from the tent of meeting, saying,
Dun, dun, dun. Lots of things. And then how does it end up?
These are the commandments that God gave to Moses for the Israelite people on Mount Sinai.
All right, beautiful. And unlike the Back to the Future series, there's a number 4 over here, and it is the book of Numbers. And I feel like maybe Marley, you have.
It is still full of letters, not numbers, but the Israelites are well into the wilderness. Let's hear from Marley what the beginning is like.
On the first day of the second month in the second year following the exodus from Egypt, God spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the tent of meeting, saying.
Oh.
All right, so we'll go through the book of Numbers real quick, and then we'll read the end. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we're all the way over here in the book of Numbers, and this, as Rabbi Benji mentioned about Leviticus, we have sections of laws and then some sections of stories. So some cool stories you may remember. We have this non-Israelite prophet Balaam who tries to curse the Israelites, but he's unable to. Instead, he says a blessing, which is Ma Tovu Ohalecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael, which has made its way into our own blessings, into our own prayers. Not entirely sure where that is, but it's somewhere in this lovely bit. And then we come all the way over here. Okay, great. So this is the priestly blessing God says to Aaron and the priest. This is a blessing you can bestow to the Israelites, and it's something that we share at all joyful milestones and special moments.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'kunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Beautiful. Yasher koach. Thank you, Betty.
And what do we have the text for the end of the book of Numbers, unless you have anything else to say about Numbers?
I don't think so. We also have the great story of the daughters of Zelophehad. When there's a law that means that they won't be able to inherit any land, these 4 daughters say, hey, we should actually inherit this land. And God says, yeah, actually the law is incorrect. You should inherit the land. So that's a pretty cool story in Numbers. I'm going to come over to Pam.
These are the commandments and regulations that God enjoined upon the Israelites through Moses on the steppes of Moab at the Jordan near Jericho.
Thank you, Pam. Wonderful.
Now we get to the last book of the Torah, Deuteronomy. And does someone have the beginning of Deuteronomy? All right, Ira. Rabbi, can I get that microphone?
These are the words that Moses addressed to all Israel on the other side of the Jordan.
So there's a lot of interesting stuff that happens in Deuteronomy. This is said to be, in our tradition, a one long discourse that Moses gave the Israelites to remind them of everything that had happened in the wilderness before they went to create their own people. I think it's a really beautiful idea that everyone who was in the wilderness can live every story, even if they weren't alive at that moment, because Moses tells them the story again, and that story becomes a part of them. And I think that's what Judaism is really all about. We become part of the story when we hear it again, and we see ourselves in that actual moment. So Moses reminds the Israelites about the golden calf incident. It's like, hey, remember that? I wasn't so hot. And retells the story. And in that moment, all the Israelites, even if they weren't alive then, become part of that story, and we become part of that story as well. So do we, also in Deuteronomy, you'll see over here, we have some famous stuff. We have another recitation of the 10 Commandments over here. In case you didn't get them the first time, here they are again. And then some call it the most famous line in our tradition. It is the declaration of one God, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Not to take that from somebody who's reading it. Who's reading that?
Marvin is.
All right, Marvin. Okay, that was just a warm-up for you.
It's easy to find because the Shema, yep, and it's got that bigger ayin and that bigger dalet right there.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yasher Koach. I'm going to hand that off to Ira to do some of the Ve'ahavta that starts right after that.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך.
Beautiful, Yasher Koach. That is lovely. We are nearing the end of Deuteronomy here. And we get to a very famous section called Nitzavim that we read on Yom Kippur. We also read it on second day of Rosh Hashanah for fun this year. And actually, that reader, Sarah, you want to read us a little bit of Nitzavim? Come on over. It is right near here. Yep. All right.
Atem Nitzavim hayom kulchem lifnei Adonai Elohechem. Roshechem Shiftechem, Ziknechem, V'shodrechem, Kol Ish Yisrael.
Yasher Koach. And finally, we're going to get to the very end of the book of Deuteronomy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the Torah blessing. Before we hear Rabbi Lynette chant the end of Deuteronomy, we're going to do the Torah blessing. Who's got the English for the end of Deuteronomy? Okay, let me run over to Sue right there, and I'll get that to you to get set up there. And hand, would you mind putting on the next slide? It's got the Torah blessing.
So the Israelites are, we're going to read it actually. Never mind, we got it.
Never again did there arise in Israel a prophet like Moses, whom God singled out face to face for the various signs and portents that God sent him to display in the land of Egypt, against Pharaoh and all his courtiers and his whole country, and for all the great might and awesome power that Moses displayed before all Israel.
Yeah, let's all do the blessing together. You can see it's on the screen here.
It's right over here.
We're going to do one giant bracha beforehand, then we're going to read the end. Rabbi's going to read the end, I'm going to read the beginning, and then we'll do the blessing afterward. So let's join together. 1, 2, 3. Baruch hu et Adonai havarach. Baruch Adonai havarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai Noten Torah.
God, it's not on. There we go. Amen. V'lo kam navi od b'Yisrael k'Moshe asher yidao Adonai panim el panim u'lechol ha'otot v'hamoftim asher shalacho Adonai la'asot be'eretz Mitzrayim leparo u'lechol avadav u'lechol artso Ulachol hayad chazaka, ulachol hamora hagadol, asher asa b'Moshe le'enei kol Yisrael. And we'll say together, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. May we all be strengthened.
Starts, you, me?
We're going back to pregame.
Yeah,
Yep, pregame. They have two measures.
Okay.
Or you do. Someone down.
Here we go.
You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Shalom, 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 shalom. Eitayim hilema hazikim bavato ha meusha. Eitayim hilema hazikim bavato ha meusha. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, 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 shalom.
Beautiful. You can come back to your seats if you'd like, and we're going to conclude.
We'll ask if you are, we're sorry you've been standing, and now we're going to ask you to please rise again if you are able with Aleinu L'Shabeach.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'tei l'sei breishi v'lo salarasa v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkeinu kaham v'kor aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu bayom hahu Adonai echad
Ushemo
We'll remain standing as we approach Kadishat Home, our mourner's prayer. And as we spoke earlier about circles and about unbroken chains from generation to generation, we recall our ancestors who may have also rejoiced at Simchat Torah, who also took joy in Jewish learning and Jewish values. And we also continue to bring their memories and their goodness and that joy with us today. So I want to ask if there is someone whom you are remembering, either you're observing Shloshim or Yartzeit, or they just happen to be in your heart this Simchat Torah. You're welcome to think of them or share their name with us. For each of them, and for those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them, we will recite Kaddish together. Yit gadal ve'yit kadash shemei rabba be'alma divrach cherute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabba mivarach le'elam ulamei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'elma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to Israel, to all the world, and let us say together, amen. You may be seated.
And this means, everyone, that we have just about made it to the end of the High Holy Day season. Oh, but guess what? We are here every week. Come on, any Friday, Saturday, join us. That sounds great. Our closing song is Hava Nagila.
One of our favorites.
One of our favorites. So if you want to get up and dance for one more time with Hava Nagila, oh, Rabbi's got it right there. We'll join together in singing. Oh, no, thanks. Happy. Thank you, Klezmer Band. And beautifully done. Chag Sameach, everyone. Chag Sameach.
Chag
Leave the moment
Sameach.
on the mezzanine, one level down. Join us there. Chag Sameach.